Welcome to Fantasy Legends. My name's Scott, and today I wanted to discuss with you a bit of news that we got from the Final Fantasy 16 update, and that is that cutscenes were filmed first in English. Please remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It does really help me out. As reported by Eurogamer, Final Fantasy 16 is being filmed first in British English, and obviously, as we know, it's being produced by Yoshida. For some reason, they've decided to prioritise the English version and then dub it into Japanese rather than the other way around this time. Yoshida said the development team at Squaresoft chose voice actors with English accents to play the game's characters, and the Japanese film production will start soon. As we have seen from the trailer, Final Fantasy 16 is returning to a more fantasy-like setting rather than the flying cars and the suits that we had in Final Fantasy 15. So it is a nice change there. We're going back to more of the roots from the series. However, I was wondering what you guys thought, that because they're filming in English accents first and the main character is called Clive, is this series becoming more Western? Because obviously in the series, we've had a move away from the turn-based system that has obviously been in the Final Fantasy series since the beginning of its conception. And obviously we've had more changes. And as the games go on, look at Final Fantasy 9 and 10. 10's very Asian orientated. But as the series seems to have got into the later stages, it seems to be becoming more modern and more westernised in its conception. It's not just the turn-based system that's changed as well. In the last few one-player games that we've had in the series, excluding obviously the MMOs, they both had a lot less grind in them than the previous models. Now, me personally, I prefer the JRPG sort of gaming, so I like the grind, the quirkiness of the JRPG. The games have also moved to a lot more fast pace rather than the strategic sort of battle systems as well, in terms of not just obviously turn-based and action, which is obviously faster paced anyway, but it's also the fact that the speed of the motions and the fact that you've got to sometimes time button presses in the games now, it just makes a big change. Having said all that, however, Final Fantasy VII Remake does have a turn-based element. They may return to that in Final Fantasy 16, which, for me, having a choice between the two would be brilliant, as it gives more accessibility to old and new players. So people that like the action pace can do that, and people that like turn-based can also play it that way as well. I think it's the best of both worlds, personally. There are obviously still Japanese influences in the game. As you can see, some of the outfits are Tokyo-inspired, like Clive's. However, I just feel like it seems to be moving to a more westernised sort of gaming franchise, to be honest with you, which I'm not really a big fan of. So I just thought I'd open up to you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Final Fantasy is becoming more westernised? Are you happy with the changes in the series? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. Thank you for listening.